What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and another episode of the MVP bag swap challenge. Still don't have a name for it. We're out here at Tall Firs. You might have seen me play out here a couple weeks ago. I shot a decently clean 10 under par, which sounds amazing, but this is like a 9-hole golf redesign by John Houck that is a pitch, not a pitch and putt, but a birdie or die course disguised as like a beautiful big piece of land. Well, it is a beautiful big piece of land. I guess what I'm saying is it's birdieable par threes, very birdieable, and a bunch of 600-foot, very birdieable par fours. We're gonna try to beat 10 under par today, or at least match that with, of course, the MVP bag setup. Let's just get right into it. Hole one, beautiful little 600-footer.
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this disc sport.
A couple putters to warm it. Straight into the tree. Oh, now we're warm. Crave. Right up the gut. Oh. That'll play. We got a very foggy morning. One thing about the PNW is that it is moist up until at midday. Your shoes are still getting wet from the grass, which is kind of brutal. I'm learning to trust this tempo. I think a little more. In my head, it was so much straighter than it really is. Oh, that's gotta fade. Few things to cover, guys. In episode 1 of the series, I asked you guys, should I do like an elimination challenge? Should I do where I just throw MVP all month? And if I'm being completely honest, I was hoping that you guys were gonna say, you know, do the little elimination challenge. Almost every single comment regarding that pretty much told me, Brad, you can't bitch out. You just gotta throw it all month. You gotta develop the MVP bag. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't want the other option to be voted on. But we gotta listen to the people on this one. And we're going all MVP all month. And then after the month, we'll kind of give you our thoughts, basically. My goal today is to not really worry about distance off the tee, because all the par fours are, like I said, about 600. So you just kind of can cut them in half, but worry about kind of figuring out how these discs actually fly. Also, little new addition to the bag is just this Fission Wave, which I know the Wave, they can be really flippy, but if it's a decent one, I don't know the weight on this, it's a used one, they can be some bombers. So I'm just gonna test it out. So I've got a couple hexes in the bag, and this, I don't know what the plastic is, but it's an OTB one with a whale on it. It looks really cool, and honestly, it's been the one I felt like I've been dialing in. It's 170 grams. Basically just gonna try and pull it over on a slow drifter Annie here. Beat that, get clean. Oh yeah. So as much as I'm enjoying this hex, I do have a little bit of experience with the Echo, and I really like the Echo, and I feel like it, for that hex versus that hex, the Echo is gonna be significantly more overstable or stable. So I kind of want to go like flippy hex, stable Echo combo, because I just really like the Echo. So I'm gonna try and get my hands on one of those in the next few days. Stayed closer than I thought it was gonna. Tricky, not a tricky putt, but a little weird stance. Ain't no thing. So episode number 1 of this series could potentially be probably top 3 most commented on videos for me. You guys had some feedback. That being said, it's very hard to reply to like 150 comments of just tons of spiderweb, tons of suggestions. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head to a disc golf shop here one of these next few days, read through all the comments and everything, and go pick out a few new MVP discs fresh off the rack and dial them in. How's it going, guys? You guys on this hole? Yeah. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong tee box. I gotta go back here. I was thinking this was hole 3. So I keep feeling the mic like flip around in my shirt, which I'm not trying to deal with. So I think I might tuck it up in the hat. People be making fun of me for inventing the disc golf YouTuber look, the mic clipped on the hat. What they don't realize is that's the only way to get consistent audio. So quit your bitching. Hole number 3 is a 599 foot par 4, beautiful gap. You probably got to cover 350 feet to get out of it. You don't need to get out of it, but you do kind of want to stay at least in the middle if you're not getting all the way out. This could be a very bad choice for me to go fission wave because this feels like a normal weight disc, you know, around 170. It doesn't feel light. It's not beat to shit, but it, you know, has a little wear and tear. But I don't know. We're just gonna try. Today we really got nothing to lose. So see what we got. Oh yeah, keep turning. Oh, that's so good. Holy wow. First throw with this wave, and honestly, that was a very good shot. I threw it like I throw nose up putter stall shots because I didn't want to burn it over. And I knew if I hit it hard on a hyzer flip, I'd probably hit it too hard and burn it over. So I just basically tried to finesse it and see the flip point. And my guess was pretty correct, I guess. 200 feet out from the pin here. Just a little stabilizer upshot. Yep, slide up the hill. Oh yeah. So obviously with this MVP series, I have my own ideas, but the whole point of a series, I feel like, is that it can be a little more interactive than just, you know, daily random videos. So you guys did me a huge favor and suggested me. It's funny because when you ask MVP people for suggestions, the comments end up just being somebody suggesting every single MVP mold, basically. So it almost doesn't really narrow it down, but it's always good to have extra info. But let me know some specific videos you guys would like to see. Maybe some battles between MVP molds, like around with only whatever. I don't really know. Just let me know. 227 laser beam putter shot. Just a proxy. This hole's weird because both times I've played it, I thought I parked it, and then you come up, you know, just a little short. You gotta be kidding me. Unreal. I think that's just early morning uncommitted putts right there. Hole number 5, 565, par 4. We gotta get this one. This is, if you know, this hole did us dirty last time. We're not going for much distance off the tee. We're going with the inertia because I want to see how this flies on a nice hyzer smack and just kind of test it out. Basically trying to put this up over that orange tree. Swing it back in. It's too flippy for that shot, but it'll be fine because I threw it, you know, like it came back good enough, but that thing really flipped up flat and kind of stalled. Not bad by any means, but definitely not stable enough to hold that push hyzer. My beat up Tesla that you guys may have seen, I lost it. You'd know that if you are a member of the Patreon. This is kind of a soft launch. My Patreon is now available. First link in the description. It's 10 bucks a month, guys, and it is basically the #1 way to directly support me. If you enjoy these cinemas and you want to allow me to have this as a career, this is the #1 way to do it. We're gonna have behind the scenes on there, bonus content, Broad's used bin, all sorts of stuff. It's just getting started, so who really knows, but super excited to start offering that. Go check it out if you're interested. If you do, thank you so much for the support. Like I said, it's the #1 way to just directly support me, straight money in my bank account for making content that you guys hopefully want to see. This is the Matrix I originally had in my bag, but I have this one as well. And over the last, week, I've kind of realized this one is super beat up and I need a little bit more stability. So this one, I think, if I remember right, is more stable. Don't want to come up, well, I can come up short, but I just want to pin this, to be honest, guys. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. You probably can't see it. It's 20 feet left. The overstable approach disc category, as well as the overstable mid-range category, probably some of the most dialed discs in my normal bag. And I just don't seem to trust these ones yet. I don't quite know how hard I can hit them, and if I soft them a little too much, they might, kind of fade out too early. I don't know. That's why these matrices, I gotta figure it out. Maybe I need a new matrix. I'm not totally sure. Very slow start to this day on the putting green. If I can hit this one, I feel like that's the perfect range to feel one. Oh my God. Bear with me, guys, while we have these technical difficulties. It's like the putt feels fine. You've seen me cage a couple, and they're like a perfect putt if I just, put them 6 inches higher. The Delirium 600 footer. I kind of forget I have this disc because in my head it's like a 4-hand disc. Oh yeah. So this Delirium, I've had a couple throws with it that really made me kind of realize, I guess, like what it's capable of, and I'm learning to enjoy it. You can really put a smack on it, it'll flip up, but then at the end it still has a super stable finish. Pretty wide open right here. We're just gonna go tempo, try and dial this thing in. I like that. Sit. Yeah, pinned it. 3 down through 6, 50-50 pace. We've missed some, easy ones, to say the least. And that's why this course is really fun, because you can get them all out here without a question. Every hole out here, super birdieable. But are you gonna get them all? That's always the thing. Usually not, but it's fun to see how many. It's a good little practice course, It's not gonna kick your ass, but it'll keep you honest. Hole 7, 266. I will birdie this hole. This is one of those illusion holes where you think you need a pushing hyzer that continues to push straight. You literally just need to throw a hyzer with a mid-range, and it puts you to like 20 feet. So I'm gonna do that with the pyro. Yeah. Look at this. Is this not just the coolest thing ever? If I miss this putt, I give you permission to just click off the video, leave now, and stop watching, because I've missed too many of these. You guys probably couldn't see, but I almost missed that. There we go. Hole 8, 244. Nice little putter, straight shot, turnover-ish. If you didn't watch my last video out here, you'll see these pop up on a lot of the tee pads. I think it's one of the coolest additions or attributes of this course and of a course I've ever seen. It makes what would otherwise be a wide open, super simple hole. It at least gives it the illusion that it's a little bit harder. In no world should you ever hit these trees, but it looks amazing. Keeps things a little more honest, might get in your head. But I love it. I love it. I think it's just a beautiful feature. We're going R2 Nomad. Little high on Annie. We got to make a putt from that Nomad, but I just want to throw the proxy. Yeah, should have done that. So I'm trying to force myself to trust that Nomad a little more, because I really like it between the proxy and the stabilizer. But every once in a while, like on this hole, I throw the Nomad on a shot where probably should have just thrown the proxy. The Nomad is decently stable. Like, it really, unless you put a good angle on it, it's gonna fade out at the end, which is why I like it so much. That being said, it's bit me on a couple shots here and there, just because if I threw the proxy, it would have been parked and the Nomad just faded out a little bit. But it's part of learning the new bag. So see if we can make a putt here. All right, Nomad, give me this birdie. Man, the putt is just not putting today. I want to blame that it's early and it is cold and all that, but honestly, I just feel like I'm not getting the same pop That's brutal. I'm really letting some easy birdies get away out here, guys. Hole number 9, par 4, 511 feet. Pretty much what you want to do here is hang something up left and let it drift right. You could go big forehand, just get yourself past these pine trees and then throw a nice little upshot. We're gonna go inertia because we just really want to figure this disc out. Turn, turn. Not sure where it landed, but I think it covered enough distance to be completely fine. So the inertia actually ended up really good. I think it probably slid right under this tree here. This hole, I think the more I get out to this course and dial it in and get a distance driver dialed in, is definitely a reachable one. Because with a 9-speed, you know, we're sitting 150 feet out. And I think with a dialed in late flip distance driver, you're gonna get yourself to 30, 40 feet. You go stabilizer, little Annie panny. Fluffed it a little, but 10 feet. You know, normally this is fine, but today this is kind of a tester. Player 1, hole number 10, 255. It's pretty much like an inside gap or outside gap forehand. More or less just a forehand. You could go backhand if you wanted. I'm gonna go a little finesse inertia. Yeah. Swing right, get out of the tall stuff. We're gonna have a 30-footer left, but beautiful little toss. Yep. Bro, that's my miss every single putt today. That's like the first time so far. And I know it's not the NV's fault, it's me, but since I've got these NVs in hand, I feel like I've been chinging. Gosh. 212-footer, right there. Can't mess this one up. Nomad. Oh yeah, little park job. Birdie, get us back on the board. Man, 5 down. We're 5 through 9. We're 6 through, what is this, 11, which we're still on pace for the 10 under par, but it could be so much better. That's the thing about this course. I feel like one of the times I'm gonna come out here and like just lay down a scorcher, and all it's gonna take is just not missing inside the circle putts, because everything that I've parred today has just been a 25-foot cage job. This hole, 299-foot, par 3, hole 12. Super simple hole. Obviously the tree over on the right keeps you honest. The initial gap keeps you honest. I really like this hole. It's just one of them holes where you just throw a mid-range at it, throw a fairway, throw a high putter, whatever you really want. It's just a beautiful little shot. We're gonna go matrix, just a nice hyzer. Just a park job. That's what we need. That is what we need. We're gonna throw a couple more. Crave. Oh, stay up. Now fade. Oh, that's such a pretty shot. We're gonna go with the hex here. This is also a 170 gram hex, which I feel like is, for mid-range, a little light, you know? Gonna have to put this one a little higher, a little more straight at it. Is it gonna fade though? No, it's too straight. This is just a really enjoyable hole. I actually haven't even thrown the short, which is just the same thing, but you know, you don't have to play the initial gap. Probably such a fun ace run. I'm gonna see if I can hit the flight plate. There it is. Hole 13, 909 foot, par 5. This is a hole that currently with the MVP distance driver lineup, or just driver lineup, kind of. I'm not like scared of the hole, but I'm a little weary on my ability to execute these shots. I want to go finesse Octane and just kind of get it there, but I also want to just smack the Delirium, because why not, I guess. But I'm gonna play my game. I'm gonna go Octane, nice and smooth. Yeah, that's really good actually. Not anywhere near the distance I would normally want to cover, but it got me dead straight left side, big forehand. Should be money. Really just smack it. I think a par 5 that comes in at 900 feet that really has no danger other than this initial shot. You just got to get somewhere up in here, ideally on the left side, and then there's water deep, but I feel like it's not really in play. Definitely an eagleable par 5, because if you just get your tee shot up to the top of the corner here, you can go big turnover or just big forehand to the basket. And definitely an eagleable hole if you had your distance drivers dialed in. I'm gonna try and keep this inside, high, but get a good smack on it. Yeah, I like that. Not really much more you can do. So while we're talking distance drivers, I still like the Octane, but I think that initial doubles round that I played with Blitz, it made me really like that disc, because I threw a couple nice lines where I really saw what it was capable of. But since I've, continued to throw it, I think I've realized it's a little flippier than I think. I do know a couple of the shots we threw out there were tailwind, so it definitely held its stability. And in a tailwind, I'm going Octane. But I don't really know if the Octane is that perfect sweet spot for me for a distance driver that's still gonna end to the left. I think if I want something to end to the right, or on a more of a finesse shot end to the left, Octane. But I think I need a notch up in stability. I'm liking this Delirium, but honestly I'd like to get something not 14.5 speed, I guess. My forehand kind of feels not great today, so I'm gonna go proxy turnover. Oh, or just stall it up above it. Hopefully that's not crazy deep. So somebody commented the other day that I need to get my eyes checked because my depth perception seems a little off, and they might be correct, because I thought I was 30, 40 deep, and I'm pretty much parked. Another bird. There we go. What is that? Got a bird out there. What were we? I gotta go back to hole 9. We were 5 through 9. And I went par, birdie, 6, birdie, 7, 8, birdie, 8 down right now. 8 under par. Not bad. Hole 14, 268. Just a little side hand. I don't know if you can actually see it, but the basket is right between these trees up there. Mando, you gotta stay left. I'm gonna go pyro. I just saw it hit directly under the basket, but then it rolled. We'll see. Well, this one kind of hurts because I hit directly under the basket and then rolled all the way to here. But what if we just made a putt? Oh, Rod, follow through. Oh, it's so easy. This is the first day where I'm gonna be like, oh, maybe I need to try some Atoms because they're gonna push a little more than the Envy. But no, it's just you not following through. And now for the worst hole on the course. Nomad, 170 footer downhill, water. Let's hopefully park it. It's at, we're parked. Whew. Little 12-foot comebacker. I'm now realizing, I think for erosion issues, there's like these plastic little, I don't even know, but that's gotta be the worst surface ever to have on a disc golf green. Because if your disc comes in on these, it's launching. birdie. All right, y'all, hole 16, par 4, 555. Taking out the Delirium. 14 and a half, 5, negative 0.53, hitting it on a flex. This thing, that's a pop top MVP frisbee if I've ever heard one. Ooh, yeah. Now come out. No. Huh? I mean, it's like that's fine for this. I kind of forget that it is technically still the fairway over here, but off the long tee, you can't see that this tall grass ends. I feel like it makes you feel a little better about your shank shot when it still is in the fairway, I guess is what I'm getting at. We're gonna go pyro. Oh, that'll work. As we head to the last couple holes, some thoughts on today's round and my bag so far is it needs work. You might have noticed I lost my Tesla and my resistor. Two of probably my favorite discs that I had in the bag, which is unfortunate. I am gonna probably replace them, so they'll be back. But today I felt a little limited. I feel like I didn't have anything stable other than that Delirium that I could really smack on and just trust, which was maybe a good thing because it forced me to figure out some other straighter discs today. I feel like I need to try out some more 11 speeds because the rim size, man. I'm an 11 speed rim size guy. I like the DD1, the Wraith, things like that, and they come out cleaner. For me, they seem to go the same distance as everything else. And, you know, using these like 14 and a half speeds from MVP, I don't love it. I don't feel like I get a consistent release. So, I don't know. We're going to have to maybe revisit. But those are kind of my thoughts for today. It's funny because this course, like I said, it's a beautiful big course. That's actually just a birdie or die course. So when you shoot, you know, what am I, 10 under right now with 2 holes left, that feels good. But in all honesty, that's, in my mind, a pretty average score out here, because if every hole is birdieable and you're not getting half of them, it's not good, I guess. And I don't know, this course is super manageable with a limited bag, obviously, as long as you got a couple discs that you know what they're doing. But man, today was the first day I felt like it was a little bit of a struggle. Could be because I started super early. I don't like playing disc golf very early. You know what I mean? I'm not a 9 a.m. cold 45 degree tee off type of guy. But those are just excuses. Now this next hole is my favorite hole on the course. Not because it's hard, not because it's anything crazy. I just think it's a beautiful, beautiful little shot. Hole 17, 264. Just a beauty. We're gonna go a little pushy guy with the hex. Yeah, that's a beauty. Crave ace run. This would be super sick. Oh, that's so straight. Wow. I mean, it's still good, but holy, really enjoying this hex. Slowly dialing it in, finding the flip point. We made it to hole 18, 540 foot par 4. Guys, hope you're enjoying this series so far. Hopefully you've been keeping up on all the episodes. If not, go back, watch them. I'm going to be numbering them all in the title, so it's pretty easy. I'll probably throw them into a playlist once I get the first 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes up. If you'd like to support me directly, the best way to do that now, go over to my Patreon. $10 a month. Directly supports me, exclusive content, behind the scenes, all sorts of good stuff. We're still figuring it out. It's just launching. If you're gonna join that, if you do end up joining that, I cannot thank you enough. Power Grip USA as well for all your frisbee needs. Guys, the Broadbirds, they're coming. They're probably gonna be released in like the next couple videos, so keep your eyes peeled. Broderick, Power Grip collab series. Starfire Birds is what I'm talking about there. Birdie Disc Golf Supply. Use code Frisbee Club on all birdie molds to directly support me. Save for you as well. Code Broderick at Squatch. Save you $20 on any non-signature bag. Directly supports me. Those are all the best ways to do it, guys. I cannot thank you enough for all of you who even just watch. That's fine too. You know what I mean? You don't gotta buy stuff, but disc golf's a crowd-funded sport, so when you do buy stuff, it's about the only way to do it. Broad becoming a sellout. All right, here we go. 18, inertia. Don't need much distance here. Just gotta hit the gap. Oh, thank you, Branch. Thank you, Branch. All right, it wasn't great, but let's get up and down. Also, guys, even just watching all the way till the end helps more than you know. And why not, while I'm selling out here, subscribe if you're not already. I feel like over this next month, if things keep moving how they're moving, we might get to 10K, which would be super sick. Baskets out there, inertia, not great, but we got away with one because we made the initial gap. I can't see the basket, but I'm just gonna hit this out there. And oh, I like that. Come on. Oh, I left it a little short, guys. All right, I'm even shorter than I thought I was. This is for 12 down. This course is fun. It just rewards the most mediocre tee shots. All right, Broad, put some respect on your name. That's a comebacker. That's why you don't talk about scores on 18. Oh, that was a little left side, guys, not gonna lie. Well, we did it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Creator of Frisbee Club, motherfuckers.
The man, the myth.
And right here, I have a frisbee bag. It holds all my frisbees, the ones I like.